Ross Barton's horrifically disfigured face has been revealed after he was subjected to a horrific acid attack. The Emmerdale favourite was left in agony by the devastating attack in tonight's deeply upsetting scenes. Screaming Ross was left in substantial pain as he writhed around on the floor and clawed at his face, while the bubbling acid melted the paint off a nearby car. Pete couldn't bear to look at his severely injured brother, who was begging doctors to fix his face and return it back to normal. Michael Parr's popular character was left in agony when Debbie's revenge scheme went horribly wrong. There was a serious case of mistake in identity as the drug dealer hired by Debbie Dingle to mess up Joe Tate threw acid from a water bottle on his face. He was found in agony on the floor by Joe and Graham, who quickly got a hose to wash some of the acid off his face. "Please get it off," screamed Ross as Graham ripped off his shirt and frantically tried to save him. Terrified Ross was still shouting in agony when he was rushed into hospital. "Oh my God," said a horrified Pete, who couldn't bear to look at his wounded brother. The doctor said he suffered burns from the corrosive substances and they were trying to dilute the acid on his skin, but luckily his eyes and throat were unaffected. Speaking to Rona, Ross said, "You should have seen his face, Rona. They chucked it right in. He's drugged up to the eyeballs but he still can't handle the pain." Disaster struck as the doctors were forced to remove the contaminated tissue. "You're going to take my skin off," shouted Ross. He asked Pete how bad his injuries were but got no answer. Frightened Ross pleaded, "It'll fix it. I'll be normal. In time I'll go back to normal, yeah?" The brutal storyline even shocked Emmerdale viewers who knew exactly what was coming as the soap became the first to depict the horrific consequences of acid attacks. Bosses at the Yorkshire-based ITV show hope it will reflect the aftermath of the appalling real-life crime spate, which has spread across the UK and dominated news headlines in recent months. But the controversial plot, which was aired before The Watershed, was too much for some viewers. Emmerdale viewers were divided over whether the soap should have aired the scenes. One viewer said, "I think Emmerdale are making a huge statement by making the most beautiful person on the soap the victim of an acid attack, as this will show what a huge effect the consequences will have on Ross' confidence and life in the future." Another added, "Can't believe Emmerdale has just been so irresponsible and done that. With all the loonies doing acid attacks in real life, that should never have been aired. Bang out of order Emmerdale." The third said, "God, how can we wait another half hour for the next half of Emmerdale, poor Ross. This will be a brilliantly acted story though, I'm sure. This storyline is so current and important." Emmerdale continues tonight on ITV at 8:00 p.m.